Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have episode 3 of our career mode. Last episode was really well, we did really well in that last episode. We got P10 in the race and P6 in qualifying, which was an even better result. It showed us some real improvement, and let's hope we can carry it on into this race and qualifying. Here we're just looking over the upgrades and just going through. All our upgrades came through for this race, so we've got a few upgrades, meaning that we're ahead of Alpine in the R&D charts. We're going to purchase this upgrade here, so we can at least do something. I was thinking, do I rush it? Do I, do a standard? But I've decided to rush it because if we can get some upgrades for Japan, that'd be great. If not, then it's not the end of the world. We've still got a couple of upgrades, I think, coming. So, yeah. See here, we can just going over all over our parts and stuff, and we're going over who's coming, who's where. But yeah, we're gonna go to the race weekend after we pick all our targets with the experts. I don't really know what they are. I don't really understand why they've put them in the game, but I suppose it's a little something else to aim for. Complete any session with fastest lap or overtake 5 cars out on track. I genuinely thought that was going to be an easier one. I'm no place to set fastest lap at the moment. I did think we would at least do that one, and then yeah, this one was a bit of an easy decision. Complete 10 laps during a race weekend. It's a 30 lap race, or 29 laps race, I should say. Again, quite an easy decision there. Coming through here again, perfect practice program or complete a driven lap in 2 different sessions. Qualifying and race, that's 2 different sessions.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Alright, here we are in qualifying. We're going to absolutely race through this qualifying. So we've just done our first lap there, 118 dead. That puts us up into P6 for now. It was a decent lap, a few little mistakes, but definitely not the best we can do. Here's our second lap, we're going on to our second lap now. Coming through here, we're sending it into the corners, absolutely chucking the car in. We've got quite a high rear wing. It's about 21 on the rear and 31 on the front because it's still quite a heavy downforce track, and the race is going to be raining. Coming through here, we're already about 10th up. Coming through the first sector, we are absolutely flying. Again, chucking it in every corner, left, right, and centre. Now through here, nice and easy. We can take a little bit of a rest here. We don't need to push so much and think so much. ERS we're using a ton of already. We're at 27% coming down here, but we come through the middle sector. We get a little bit caught up on that curb, and that you want to completely jump over that curb almost. You want your left wheels, when you're inside the car, to almost be on the other side of the curb. Now coming through here, this last sector I've been struggling on pretty much all weekend. As you can see, it jumped on that curb again. Wasn't the best situation for us. We need to be avoiding all these curbs, but hey. Now coming through here is a good exit there, flat out, coming through here. And it's flat out to the line. And we're 2 temps up, and that brings us to P13. Not the best lap in the world, but it's good. It gets us into Q2. Hulkenberg getting P19 there, once again, outperforming our teammate. Now coming through here, that was our first lap of Q2. We did a 118.2. We had a few mistakes on that lap. Was not a good lap at all. But here's our second lap of Q2. Coming through here, yanking the wheel in again, a bit smoother. Again, getting a bit more confident in the car and a bit more confident around the track. Already a little bit of time gained there. Now coming through here, braking a little bit earlier, but coming through the corner, nice and smoothly. Yanking the car into about turn 4. Now through here, even nicer on that curb. Getting a bit on the grass there, but it doesn't matter. And yanking the wheel in there, that's a lot smoother and that was a lot tidier. Already 4 temps up, and that's what we kind of need to be aiming for. Again, we can rest now. We're on a little bit of a straight. It's not as dire. We don't need to focus so much. But coming up to the chicane here, this is a key point in the track. So we come through the chicane. As you can see, we mount that curb a bit better. And we yank the steering wheel. It's not the cleanest line through there, but it was a line. We're now 5 tenths up. We're coming into the last sector. Through here, a lot nicer. Now you'll see over this corner here, this common corner, we'll be taking it a lot nicer. Don't hit the curb as much. A lot more tidy. Through the last 2 corners of the track here, a lot smoother. Maybe not as on the throttles quick enough, but it's a good lap. It is a really, really good lap from us. 8 tenths up, and that's a 117.4. Brings us to P8. And that is our session done. We went out a bit earlier, more in the middle of the time. So that is our session done. We got P8 in the end, beating both Mercedes, and Carlos Sainz is out of the session. It's going to be a close one. It is really, really close at the moment in this season. So this is our one and only lap in Q3. Coming through here, nice and quick. You did see a bit of cut in the track there. It's me really pushing the limits of the track limits. Sorry. Now coming through here, we did come out a bit earlier than everybody else. But we did it. We made it work. Now through here, we're very quick. This felt like a really, really quick lap. First sector was good, I think. But we're 10th down on Piastri here. It's not an issue. That still means that we got time. That still means we got time in the bag. Again, chilling through here. Car's not the quickest in a straight line, but it's still good. Coming through here though, yanking the steering wheel and not abusing as much as we should. Not abusing the track limits as much as we should. Now coming through to the final sector here, we make a little bit of a lock up. We touch the grass on the outside of the track there, and it pushes us wide. And then we almost spin there, and it costs us time, a lot of time. What maybe could have made us into P8 again, but we're bringing it through to the line anyway. And here we go, using all the RS to the line, all to get P10. Not the greatest lap from us, but it's still a lap, and I'm happy with that.
Well, once upon a time, this used to be the season opener before it fell victim to a pandemic reshuffling. But now Albert Park is back at the heart of the F1 calendar, so welcome to sun-kissed Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.28-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 14 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. So watch out for a safety car at some point during this Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Bearman, Sainz, Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Bottas, Sargent, Gasly, Hulkenberg, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me in the commentary box once again, Naomi Schiff. Hi, Gnomes. I don't want to, but we should look at their recent performances, and I think poor is a universal word to describe them. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Alright guys, we're into the race now. It's a wet race, so it's probably going to be either a one stop or a two, yeah, a little one stop. Maybe even a two-stopper, depends on how much the tyres wear. We're going to keep the same on fuel. I mean, it's probably not going to be that bad on fuel because it's wet, so we're not really be on throttle that much. But yeah, I think all we can do now is just get into the race.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate, as this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Here we are, lining up on the grid. We got Hulkenberg down in P19. We're in P10. Let's see where we can go from there. I hope we can gain some positions. If not, we're going to try and stick in P10. All we don't want to do right now is drop. We have got Sainz behind us, and he's going to be a target. He's going to be, well, not even a target. We're going to be the target. He's going to try and get ahead of us at the start here, but we're going to try and hold him off. As you can see our teammate lining up at the back there. P19. We lined up in P10. And it is. Lights out and away we go. To back out a little bit there. That's us down into P11 for now, but we're going to try and stay with Sainz. In fact, actually, we're going to send it up here. Oh, they're all slow at the start here. See if we can keep with them. See if we can keep with Russell here. That's our main goal now. I'm being so careful with how I place the throttle. These conditions are tricky. Gapped us on the exit there, but we're going to try and stay with them. Do not want to drop back here. Sainz is still behind us here. He's followed not far behind by Albon, I don't think. We're a bit quicker than the AI at the entry into corners. We're going to have to make the moves work that way. The Mercedes of George Russell right now is slowly gapping us, but we're not going to let it go too well. Not going to let it go easily. As we're gaining back on them here through that little chicane. We're having to use a lot of ERS though. Ah, we've gone off. That's dropped us down. Oh, that was a pretty shit exit from us. Wow, I don't know why I put back on the track like that. Now we're going to have to fight Albon here. Alright, we managed to keep Albon behind. We're going to have to push to keep up back to get back up with signs here. That was a horrible mistake from us. We did not need that right now.
Still looking good.
Just got onto the throttle too early there. We are on 105 AI, guys. This will not be easy. I don't think we have the pace today to keep with the top 10, but hopefully maybe we'll have the first safety car of the season in this race. We're definitely quick to that chicane. We just need to carry that pace. I think what we need to do in this race is just keep the pace up and let the race come to us. I think that's all we can do in this race. Which I think it is. These lot in front are slowing down a ton. I'm not seeing them at all push. I think we're catching them by tenths a sector. We can catch these lot back up again.
And gap to the car in front, 1.8 seconds.
1.8 seconds. Thank you, Mark. Surprised I didn't get called up about that. These guys have slowed down a bunch through here. They're all getting held up by Piastri. Might be able to make some positions here. As Hamilton tries to go for a move with Piastri, but doesn't make it work. I'm going to try and keep up with these guys here. Did make a little bit of a mistake there coming in. I'm feeling the day air here. Drive a bit differently. We need to clear these guys as quick as possible. Albon is catching us back up here and we don't want to be losing out on these points. Hamilton does get by Piastri. But we're going to go for a move on signs here, I think, into this corner up front here. They're all fighting and bickering. But as we try and make a move on signs, we make a bit of contact with Piastri as he's slow on the exit.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
And we make the move on signs work. I'm going to try and get by Piastri. We need to clear Piastri as soon as possible because he is definitely slow. Oh! The rear end goes out a bit there. Albon is caught back up with signs. Here we are down the straight. We're going to try and go for it.
Okay, clear.
There's another yellow flag. And we got the inside of Piastri and we make the move work. What a move by us. That was a great move.
Some information on Sargent. Okay, it looks like the problem's
Sargent is out.
firing the car.
In the exact same spot as Max Verstappen as well. Poor race. That seems to be the death spot.
Okay, unlucky, mate. That wasn't quite what we needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up. There's a long way to go.
That's us up into P8 at the moment. I think that's an Alpine what has pitted already. I think the Alpine must be on a two-stopper.
Car ahead, 2.3 seconds.
But today we are not interested in the Alpine. Today we are interested in the Mercedes in front of us. Sainz has just got past the pedestrian. Yes, he has. Alright, lap 10 of this race. We're in P8 after falling down to P11 after the, I think it was third or second lap. So here we are a few laps later on, lap 13. For some reason the team had given us a goal to catch Russell and overtake him before lap 18. I don't know who thought that was going to be a good idea. As you can see, we catch the car on the exit there. The tyres were gone, basically. The tyres were just gone. But luckily we're onto our in-lap here. We are trying to go absolutely everywhere and take the outside line, but we have to catch the car again there. Oh, this is getting close and a bit tricky here, but we're making sure we keep it on the track. We're having to go into the wet line to cool our tyres down and make sure we don't absolutely burn them to death. But as you can see, we're not going to catch Russell on this lap. But we did pull away from Sainz a bit, but he's starting to catch us up again while we struggle on our tyres. And here we are coming to the pits. It was, yeah, well, you'll see.
Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Good turning from us. Ah! Fucked it up. Oh, that cost us some time.
We had an issue at
So yeah,
right wheel. I know it's not
that
ideal,
was
but
it wasn't ideal.
get back
It,
look after these
it was a bit annoying when that happened, but it doesn't matter so much, as you'll see later in the race. We still are able to keep up. It was a minor setback coming into the rest of the race, but lap 15, 14 laps to go. The car just came alive, as you'll see again, and you'll hear from me now. This car all of a sudden feels like it's come alive. With these new set of tyres on, this car has come alive and I am feeling great. There's grip absolutely everywhere. Feeling like a 2014 Max Verstappen in the Toro Rosso around Brazil. No, 2016 in Red Bull Brazil. And we've still managed to cover Steins here, even after the dodgy pit stop. Car feels a bit understeery.
moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.7 seconds.
Vehicle condition.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Archon has to pit again. So I assume Archon's on the 2-stopper, if he's there. Going almost flat through that corner.
Okay, Ollie. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Sainz is going to try and get by on this straight here. He's there. He looked on my inside, but he can't make it work. We're going to get held up by Ocon here. Had to make the move there. Can't be letting him. It was a very aggressive move by us. We couldn't have him holding us up anymore. A bit sideways there, but we're keeping it together at the moment. That's all we need to do. So our fast lap of the race. Try not to look at the gap too much. Watch my throttle trace there, you'll see how carefully I'm placing it. I want my tyre temperature at. It's alright for now. I'm starting to sweat here. We are going to try and keep our tyres cool and go in the wet lines here. Because we ideally do not want to pit again. You guys watch like a lap. It's not raining anymore. If you guys just watch a lap of my throttle trace, you'll see how little I'm like putting in mid-corner. You'll see how careful I'm being with my right foot.
close up the difference between them. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 5.3 seconds.
Let's catch the car there.
Interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
I don't know, Mark. I'm definitely starting to feel the effects here, and I'm losing time.
Car in front, 5.6 seconds.
After it being a wet all race, 3 laps towards the end, it is a bone dry track, and we are on inters. So is everyone else. Sainz seems to be going a lot quicker than us. Don't know if to make the call to pit on some dries. Don't think anyone else has. Weather report.
Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Let's see if we can just keep Sainz behind. We've got a nice 10-second gap here. We need to defend against Sainz like our life depends on it.
Gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
He's the only one who seems to be as quick as this. Because we're not losing, Russell isn't losing us at the moment, and Albon isn't gaining on us. So he seems to just be the quickest driver on track at the moment. We're not going to let this go.
We might make a mistake and we could still regain the
I'm going to send it up the inside again. Oh, we nearly lost it there. That was bad. That was bad. We do not want to lose it now. 2 laps to it. 2 laps to the end now. Come on. We can keep this. We can keep this position up. Oh, losing it there again. Tyres are gone on the penultimate lap of this race. See if we can keep Sainz behind here. We're going to brake as late as possible there. Bring the car to almost a standstill.
Okay, gap ahead, 7.0 seconds.
Might have to tell the engineer to stay quiet here. Engineer, quiet. Fuck you then. We had to pull the same move then. I was a little bit distracted there. By the engineer not actually telling me anything. Now going on to the final lap of this race, it is a heated battle between me and Sainz.
Good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work.
We hit our mid-race target.
This is your final lap of the race.
But we're having to do some mega defending against Sainz here, I think, on this lap. pulled a bit away there, and we set our personal best sector around sector 1. But I think we might actually be pulling away a little bit, but he's going to catch us up on the straight here as we're just a sitting duck on this straight. We get a tyre warning of yellow. Our tyres are dead. So we just gotta hope we don't get a puncture here. Now we can say some ERS. Sergio Perez wins the Grand Prix. Say some ERS around here, so we make sure he doesn't get us on the straight here. Because I know we're not going to get a great exit. But coming across the line here, it's going to be a very close finish between me and Sainz, and that was a good battle. But we finish our second race in the points. Oh, P8. From P10, we take that. That is a really good result from us. That is a really, really good result from us. I am happy with that. Considering we dropped to P11 at a point. Yeah. That was really, really good from us. We got a bit lucky with the Verstappen retirement. I mean, we gained a point. But we did get it. Oh, that is good. That's our first race where we've actually gained positions. That is really, really good from us. That's what we needed. It's another good result like that.
The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
I am absolutely ecstatic about that race. It's been a good race. Sergio Perez has won. We'll see what that does for the Drivers' Championship. Gives us 4 points as well. Only 5/10 off of the fast lap. No, we had some good pace there. We had some really, really good pace. Let's just see how it does for the championship. So we are in 11th. Max Verstappen still leads, tied on points with Perez. Lando Norris following closely behind. In the constructors, we are now P7, ahead of RB, and we are actually tied on points with Alpine. Oh, that was a good race. Let's see where our teammate ended up. I hope he gained some positions. P90 to P16. I mean, he did gain positions, and he gained as much positions as we did, but it's not great. It's not great. It's not helping us in the constructors at all. So we hit a Steam achievement. That is all good for us. We like the look of that. All green. I think we hit all our goals, I'm pretty sure. Well, that was a really good race from us, guys. I think we're going to end it here. Japan is the next round. Please like and subscribe, and make sure you click that bell to be notified when I next upload, which will probably be tomorrow for Japan. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you soon.